Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're taking a really fascinating look under the hood of what is, honestly, the ultimate e-commerce Trojan horse, Amazon FBA. I mean, we all know Amazon delivers packages at lightning speed, right? But today, we're going to completely demystify the logistics infrastructure that actually allows everyday sellers to piggyback on that massive network and build their own empires. Let's get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for the explainer. First, we'll define exactly what the FBA model is. Then, we'll walk through the 5-step blueprint, from factory to front door. Third, we're going to uncover where you, as a seller, actually add value. And finally, we'll weigh the real risks and rewards.
So kicking things off with Section 1, what is Amazon FBA? Let's demystify this whole business model. Remember the old days of e-commerce? You know, turning your living room into a total nightmare of bubble wrap, packing tape, and cardboard boxes? Well, Fulfillment by Amazon, or FBA, basically eliminates all of that. It's a service where sellers send their products in bulk directly to Amazon's massive fulfillment centers. Amazon takes over and handles the storage, the picking, the packing, the shipping, and even the customer support. They effectively become the brawn of your operation. But the real magic here? Your products earn that highly coveted Prime badge, which instantly borrows Amazon's immense customer trust and guarantees that lightning-fast delivery. Moving right along to Section 2, the 5-step blueprint, from factory to front door. Let's move to our blueprint and see how this actually builds. Visually mapping this out, the process flows through 5 really clear phases: choosing products, becoming a seller, shipping to Amazon, customers ordering, and finally getting paid. When you look at it end-to-end like this, you can see how an incredibly complex logistics chain becomes entirely manageable. So, step 1 is all about strategy. Choose products. You can't just throw anything at the wall here. You've got to find high-demand items, think home accessories or kitchen tools, and source them from platforms like Alibaba. Pro sellers are specifically hunting for small, lightweight, year-round items, like, say, a garlic press, to keep those shipping and storage costs low. You negotiate hard with manufacturers to make sure you've got a really healthy margin. Step 2, become a seller. This is where you establish your digital storefront. You'll create your Seller Central account, build out your listings with great images and pricing, and, this is absolutely crucial, you must select FBA as your fulfillment method. That flags to Amazon's algorithm that their warehouses are going to be taking over the physical logistics for these specific items. Then we hit Step 3, ship inventory. You or your supplier will prepare and label your cartons or pallets to meet Amazon's strict requirements, and then you just ship them off to their fulfillment centers. The absolute second your inventory gets scanned in at that warehouse, your listings officially go live as fulfilled by Amazon and they become Prime eligible. It's a real game changer.
Now, what's really interesting about this next phase is exactly how much work Amazon handles automatically. The exact second a customer clicks buy, Amazon does the heavy lifting. A warehouse robot picks the item from a massive shelf, they pack it in one of those iconic smiling Amazon boxes, ship it using their vast network, provide the tracking, and they even handle the returns and customer service. You literally don't lift a single finger for this entire part of the transaction.
Okay, let's slow things down a bit for Step 5, getting paid. Let's deliberately walk through the exact math of how this works. You start with the selling price. That's what the customer pays, your starting revenue. From that, you subtract the product cost, meaning manufacturing and shipping it from the factory. Then you subtract Amazon's fees, which includes referral, FBA, and storage fees. Finally, you deduct your advertising spend, like PPC ads. Whatever remains at the very bottom, that's your net profit, the actual cash Amazon deposits directly into your account on a regular schedule. All right, heading into Section 3, where you add value. Let's look at the seller's true responsibilities. This requires a bit of a reality check. I'd love to pose this question directly to you. If Amazon does all the physical heavy lifting, what exactly is your job? We really need to ditch the whole sit on a beach and watch the money roll in misconception and ground ourselves in reality here.
So the crucial point is, while Amazon is the physical brawn, you have to be the brains. Your daily focus is all about strategy. It starts with product research, finding that profit potential. It's branding and differentiation, like private label and packaging, so you stand out. You have to master listing optimization with the right keywords and titles. You're doing the inventory management to avoid rank-killing stockouts. And, of course, advertising, running those sophisticated Amazon PPC campaigns. You are essentially the digital marketing director.
Which brings us to our final part, Section 4,
the risks and rewards, evaluating the trade-offs.
And this brilliantly illustrates the two sides of the coin here. Like any business model, FBA is not perfect. Pros of FBA, you get that Prime badge and higher conversion, totally hands-off logistics, and basically infinite scalability without ever leasing a warehouse. But cons of FBA, you've got steep fulfillment and storage fees eating into your margins, massive upfront inventory risk with your cash tied up, and because the barrier to entry is relatively low, you're going to face super high competition in popular categories.
Distilling all our source material down, I think this quote hits the nail on the head. FBA works best when you pick the right products, control costs, and use Amazon's traffic and trust to build a brand over time. It's absolutely crucial to remember this is strategic partnership. It is definitely not a get-rich-quick scheme.
Which leaves us with one final provocative question for you to ponder. Do you have the strategic mindset needed to leverage Amazon's massive infrastructure for your own brand? Are you ready to dive in and research your very first product? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and we'll see you next time.